Venom 2099 was published a few days ago with this impressive cover. I thought it would be nice to review this book since I have been reviewing Venom's run and his war on Carnage and Null, the god of the symbiotes. The book opens in Alchemax's laboratory in the year 2099. The Venom symbiote screams for help as it is sliced into tiny pieces by a machine to be used as Alchemax's new all-cure. Sometime later, Alea Bell, a young girl with a burned left arm, lies in the hospital next to her father. She asks if he thinks that the treatment will work, and he says that it's just a trial and that she should not be optimistic. He says that they should thank Alchemax and wonders why they would give a nobody like him such an opportunity. Alchemax scientist Dr. Russell enters and says that as an employee, Alea's father is part of a big family. As Dr. Russell says that they are ready to begin the transfusion process, Alea asks why Dr. Russell is calling his new panacea Venom, and he says that it's just a code name. As the process begins, he warns Alea that she may have visions. As the symbiote enters her body, Alea sees the symbiote's memories of God Null, the time it bonded to Peter Parker and Eddie Brock, as well as her own memories of how she lost her mother and how she burned her arm. Waking up, Alea sees her father crying tears of happiness as her arm is fully cured. At the university, Alea meets with her friend, who is amazed to see her arm healed. Showing him a cybernetic bracelet, Alea says that Alchemax is monitoring her vitals to make sure nothing goes wrong. Suddenly, a punk girl named Bether approaches Alea, sneering that someone forgot to take out the trash. Alea tells her to pick on someone her own IQ. As they scuffle, Bether grabs Alea's arm and mockingly asks if the bracelet means that she is a mutant or a lab experiment. A tendril, however, emerges from Alea's hand and slices through the monitoring bracelet. Running into an abandoned music store, Alea laments that her father is going to kill her when he finds out that she broke the bracelet. A mysterious voice, however, speaks in her head, and Alea looks around and asks who is speaking. She sees that her arm is covered in living darkness and tipped with razor-sharp claws as the voice keeps whispering in her head. Sitting on her bed at home, the voice tells Alea that it's a piece of a symbiote that Alchemax sliced. The symbiote then shows her memories of the symbiote soldiers and warning her that Alchemax wants to turn it into a weapon. Sympathizing with the symbiote, Alea asks how they are going to get the rest of it. The symbiote tells her that either she goes to Alchemax or Alchemax comes to her, telling her that they will know that something is wrong due to the monitor they placed on her arm having been destroyed. Alea agrees to help make the symbiote whole again in exchange for her life going back to normal. That evening, Alea breaks into the Alchemax laboratory, but she is confronted by private eye guards. As she tries to come up with a lame excuse, the symbiote transforms her arm into a maw, saying that there is no time for talking. As the guards open fire, the symbiote forms a shield, then spears them with bladed tendrils. As they enter the lab, Alea asks what they should do next, and the symbiote tells her to listen, asking if she can hear the cries of its other fragments, and Alea says that she can, reaching for one of the vials. The symbiote, however, stops her, saying that she will get hurt by the containment unit's defense system, and Alea searches the room for a deactivation switch. Finding a control panel, she shuts the containment grid down, but she is shot by Dr. Russell. Dr. Russell dismisses Alea and moves to reactivate the containment grid, but the fragments of the symbiote break free and bond to Alea, turning her into Venom, who remarks that it feels much better and would like a word with Dr. Russell. As the scientist tries to shoot, Venom slices off his arm, saying that he will never hurt the symbiote or Alea again. Venom offers Dr. Russell an alternative to being eaten, and that is deleting all of Alchemax's files on the symbiote and Alea. Dr. Russell immediately complies, Venom remarking now that she no longer has any use of him, and that she is going to show him what it feels like to be torn into pieces before devouring him. Later on, in a restroom at the university, the punk girl Bether washes her hands before hearing a voice mockingly saying that she thinks she is scary. Bether finds herself in confrontation with Venom and flees in terror. As Venom says that the punk will think twice before messing with Alea again, she clutches her head, trying to suppress an ancient darkness that overwhelms it. With red spiral appearing on its forehead, the symbiote speaks an alien language and says that God is coming. The horrified symbiote says that Null was supposed to be dead, telling the shocked Alea that the god of the symbiotes is not only alive, but on Earth too. So that was the story of Venom 2099. It seems that God Null is still alive and kicking in the future, which implies that Eddie Brock will not be able to defeat him in the current 616 continuity. Let me know what you think about this book, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thanks for watching, and have a nice one.